I hope your day is full of tube tuna. You gotta have tuna. You gotta have it in a tube. I hope your day is full of microwave fish. I hope your day is full of commercial auditions, or maybe no commercial auditions, and writing and acting and notes and performance. Guys, it's an amazing episode of Shank for you this week with the one, the only comedian Johnny Pemberton. But before we get into this week's episode of Shank with Johnny, just a few things I want to talk to you about. One, I am coming to Dallas, Fort Worth. I will be there July 25th and July 26th at Big Laugh Comedy. I will be in Houston July 27th at Riot in Houston, and then I will be in Pottstown, Pennsylvania, August 23rd at Soul Joel's, and I will be in New Jersey August 24th at Stress Factory. And also, what else? Check out Shank on the Street. It's my Man on the Street series. I just went to a fun event, a dating event in LA. Go check that out at the Penmar. We talk to people about dating and condoms. If it's not out right now, it'll be out in the next week or two. So look out for that. And then I've been doing live streams every Thursday on my Patreon at noon Pacific Standard Time. If you can make it, come hang. We stream for about 40 minutes and you can send questions and it's a fun hang. And then I post it on my Patreon in case you can't make it. If you want to go see it and hang, that's where it will be. And yeah, that's it. I will also be in Austin in July. So if you're in Austin, come see me. I'll be performing at the Mothership. And thank you guys so much. Let's get into this week's episode of Shank with the one, the only Johnny Pemberton. Here it is, guys. Oh, you're bilingual now?
Nope, I just started learning.
Oh, how'd you learn? What are you learning on?
I'm using Duolingo.
You are?
Yeah.
Why? Just to expand your horizons?
I just want to learn Spanish really bad.
Yeah, I get that.
Is that better?
That's great. Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah?
Muy bien.
Okay. You can let me know if you need more.
That's all your Spanish?
Yeah. I took it in school, did you?
No. I took
You didn't?
French.
You took French?
Took French.
Where did you live?
In Minnesota and Florida.
In California, everyone just takes Spanish.
Yeah, that makes sense.
They're like, yeah, just learn Spanish.
But no one
Except like
speaks
the
it, though.
bougie kids learn French.
I guess. No one speaks Spanish, though. It's so crazy how... I mean, I would know... If I grew up here, I would know Spanish good.
Do you think?
Yes.
I know a few keywords. Like random ones.
Like what?
Tienda.
Tienda. What's
Shop.
that mean? Tienda means to shop.
Yeah. Escuela. School.
Escuela. School. Escuela. How about bolografo?
Pen?
It's a pen, yeah. Holy shit. So you know more than you thought.
Bolografo? I mean, then I
Bolografo's a
say
pen.
it and it's humiliating. Like the way that it sounds when a Valley girl speaks Spanish is humiliating.
Yeah, but if you spoke really good fluent Spanish with a Valley Girl accent, that'd be kind of cool. That's my goal. I want to be able to speak like Spanish so I can do parts as a gringo who speaks Spanish, but like with perfect accent and with gringo accent.
I like that.
You know what I mean? So I can speak like, yo quiero mi caro. Turn up.
I like that. So that's...
Disculpe. Donde está mi caro?
You got the role, dude.
Okay, but I have to learn Spanish better to get it. You know what I mean? I want to be able to have like fluent ranch Spanish, and then I want to have...
Well, the
perfect-
ranch Spanish you have down.
I don't know it well enough, though. I don't know how to say like paint and this is had a metal or this is wrong or like, you know... I don't know enough slang to do that actually yet.
Okay. So how does Duolingo do whatever work?
It's just a super. Are we starting?
We're starting.
We have
What's
started.
up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Shank. I'm Sara Weinshenk, and today's guest is the one, the only Johnny Pemberton. Yes. Full of rage this morning.
Yeah. I don't know if it's rage.
Full of pent up aggression.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe.
Slight anger.
Disappointment that I crashed my car. It wasn't a crash. It's just like
A little bump.
yeah, incredible.
It fucking happens.
Yeah, it happens a lot, especially if you drive a car that's too big.
Especially in LA.
Yeah.
Just the day-to-day living is like I'll go to the grocery store, I'll come out, there'll be a ding in my car, but I won't notice it for a week later.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then I'm like,
The ding thing is normal. The dings are just, I want to have a car that has a bunch of shit on it, a bunch of dings and stuff, so it's just like livable, you know what I mean? It's like, that's normal.
right.
That's what I want.
You want it lived in.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for doing the pod. I
Thanks
know
for
you were
having
on the
me.
you were on the fence about doing it.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know. I can do it.
But you're here, and I appreciate it.
Thanks for having me be here.
Yeah. So what's going on? So you've been doing a lot of acting stuff, huh? I
guess
saw
so.
you in Tom Segura's new show.
Yeah, we
That was
filmed that a while
awesome.
ago. It's a
Yeah.
great show. It's super funny.
Yeah, dude.
I love it.
That was awesome to see you in that. And then were you in an indie film recently?
Yeah, we shot that a couple years ago, but it's going to come out probably in about 6 months or so.
What's it called?
It's called Mermaid.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So do you like doing the acting thing?
Yeah, I don't think of it as a thing so much, but I like it, yeah.
What do you mean? You don't think of it as a thing?
I mean, it's like...
that acting thing. Yeah,
That
it sounds-
acting
yeah.
thing.
Sounds like a
I guess that
mom,
was
yeah.
a weird way to say it.
yeah, I don't consider it a hobby so much as
Yeah.
as something that
As
I
a
think
job.
is...
I loved you in Fallout.
Thank you.
That was really good. It was a lot of fun.
That's a fun show. That's
Yeah.
a wild show. Very crazy, very wild,
Very wild, very
very
crazy.
very muy caro.
A lot of cars.
Very expensive.
Oh, it is?
Isn't that funny? Car and expensive are the same word in Spanish. With
Is that true?
Yeah, caro is expensive, and I think caro is car and caro is expensive. I don't know the difference. I think it's the same pronunciation. I don't know. I don't speak Spanish. I'm learning, but I think that's interesting.
How long have you been doing Duolingo for?
31 days.
Okay, every
Yeah.
day. Is
Every
it a
day.
tape or something?
No, it's an app. It's this terrible little app that has like way
the
too
owl,
much.
right?
The owl. There's all these
That-
characters and stuff, and they annoy you. It's like you got 5 in a row. It's like I don't care. I got 5 in a row. I just want to keep learning.
I think that they did something where they made the Duolingo owl die. Am I
They've done
remembering
all
that
kinds
wrong?
of stuff. Duolingo has way too much going on for a language app. It should just be like,
They're trying to make it fun.
yeah,
Thing. It was like an ad campaign.
An
It
ad
was, they
campaign where
died.
they killed off the mascot. That's fucked up.
wow. They
To
don't-
kill off the mascot of your language learning app is a weird choice,
It's terrible.
right?
It's very bad.
Are you still gardening?
Oh yeah, I harvested so many strawberries this morning. I harvested like, my God, so I have a picture of them. I harvested like a mega load of strawberries. Very happy
I do
about
think
this.
of you when I have loquats,
Oh yeah, loquats. The season's over for loquats, but
but they are good.
look at all those straws.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's just today. That's
just today. Do you grow them in like in a pot or
No, I have a bed I built out
Oh,
front.
you have a whole bed
whole
situation? What else
bed.
are you growing?
Right now, strawberries. I started some squash kind of late, zucchini. That stuff is, I think it'll do well. I'm not growing that much. I'm keeping it kind of simple this summer because I kind of got a late start.
Yeah.
So-
Do you have to put something up so the animals don't get it?
Yes and no. I've tried the physical blocking is a lot of work because it's like really ugly to have a big old fence around it. But
Yeah.
I put out black pepper and red pepper every other night if I can.
Okay.
Especially trash night because what happens is the raccoons, the biggest problem with a lot of gardening is you have grubs in your soil, these little grubs, little white grubs that eat the organic matter. And
By grubs, is it like a bug?
it's a bug, it's a larva. So it's kind of,
Oh.
it is definitely kind of gross. You know, if you don't like that kind of stuff, it's definitely
I'm not
gross.
into larva.
I think most people are not into larvae.
Well, if you see a larva, are you into it? Are you like cool
I'm-
from like a scientific standpoint?
I'm into finding it and I throw it on the roof for the crows to eat.
Okay, so you're feeding the crows.
Yeah, but the raccoons like to eat them too because they're little protein bombs, right?
Uh-huh.
But I realized that they were feeding on the decaying wood of my garden bed because it's pretty old. The one I built in the back is about 6 years old. So it's got like decaying wood and they were, this is the last year. I have to take it all apart in the fall, which is going to be a ton of work. But they come around and they dig up all the soil to eat the grubs and they disturb all the plants. And it's like horrific because they destroy the garden. They don't even eat the stuff. They just destroy it. Like they dig it because they're digging in the ground to get the grubs and they rip up all the plants. And it's like so frustrating. So this summer I'm keeping it simple. Only having 3 big squash plants.
Okay.
I've got a sunflower right now that's, I think it's about 9 feet tall.
I'm so jealous of
It's
that.
so,
Was it
so
hard
big.
to grow a sunflower?
I didn't plant it.
You didn't?
No.
It just showed up?
Yeah, all the best plants are something called volunteers. I had a volunteer in the front of the house, an artichoke this year.
Wait, you didn't plant an artichoke? It just
No.
showed up?
Well, I planted some artichokes nearby a couple years ago.
Okay.
And I let them go to seed.
Okay.
And I think I maybe planted some artichokes there the year prior. Weird stuff happens where sometimes stuff just stays dormant
And then out of nowhere?
and it just hits its stride. This artichoke, I think I must have harvested about 25 artichokes from this one single plant. And even then, I didn't harvest them all. It was like the most productive artichoke in the history of time.
Really?
I have no idea what's going on. It just like started growing super early. It's pretty much dead now, which is kind of early
Right.
in the season. But man, I gave away so many artichokes to people.
That's cool.
Yeah, that was very exciting. Otherwise, stuff has not been, I guess it's been pretty good. I'm trying to grow some pumpkins, but that's hard. 'Cause they're like,
Pumpkins? So are you trying to grow them so they're ready for the fall?
yeah, but they kind of actually are naturally ready for the fall.
Okay.
There's this weird thing that happens where so the pumpkin's usually ready like middle of the summer. Sometimes it depends on where you live, but they'll be ready in the fall. But the pumpkins, if you harvest a pumpkin and you let it cure and let it dry out, it'll be around for almost a year to the day that the next pumpkins are ready.
Really?
And what happens, like a year to the day, all of a sudden the pumpkins know the other pumpkins are ready, and they just turn to mush, like overnight. They'll just turn to like literally liquefy.
Dude, I didn't realize
It's
you had
nuts.
such a green thumb. Did
I
you
mean-
always plant?
Yeah, I'm doing it for a long time. I just like it a lot. I like,
Yeah.
I used to have a lot better.
Really?
Yeah, I had some, I mean,
Because I feel like, I'm always like, is it the end of the world? And if it is the end of the world,
right.
who has zero crops? Me.
Yeah, but if it isn't in the world,
Fuck it.
you're not going to be able to grow enough stuff to eat anyways.
I know.
I
I'm trying to
couldn't
get
even do
ahead
that.
of the end of the world, is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
In theory.
I think.
Are you
we
like a
need
doomsday person?
I used to be.
Do you have like a generator?
No, I don't have anything. All you got to know is a couple people with guns and have a bunch of water.
Okay, I'm good.
And even then, let's say you're not home, You're probably not going to be home. Like
We're-
all the doomsday stuff requires you to stay in one place all the time, have no fun. You know what I mean? It's like, fuck that.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. Don't prep.
I'll be at the mall.
That's probably the best place to be.
No, I feel like it wouldn't be.
I don't know.
End of the world.
But what is the end of the, like, what kind of end of the world are we talking
I'm
about?
not
here?
sure. I've just been thinking heavily about the end of the world in the last couple weeks.
Why?
Because I don't know.
I wonder why. What's happening?
I don't know. Just political unrest. It was
Yeah.
like, is it the end of the world? And
I
then
don't
there's
think so.
there's something comforting also of like, maybe it's the end of the world. And if it is the end of the world, I would like a fucking heads up because, honey, I'm spending money I don't have.
Yeah.
If it's the end of the world, like I'm not doing things I don't want to do. If it's the end of the world, would you fix the back of your car?
No.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
There's some freedom in it.
That's true. I don't know. It's one of those things where I feel like they always tease it so much.
I know, and then you're just in debt because you're like, it's the end of the world. And
Yeah.
you go buy a bunch of shit, and then you're still here.
But they want us to think that. That's why they tease it so much. That's why they always like drum me up.
Capitalism.
Yeah, they're drumming.
Get a tent. It's almost over.
Right. Meanwhile, we live like in a geographically isolated country.
That's true.
And I'm thinking, yeah, I think we're safe here.
You do?
Yeah, I do. I mean, what's going to happen?
I don't fucking know.
Well, if you don't know, then that's good.
I know, but then when I talk to some of my friends, they're like, I have a generator.
Who's got a generator?
I know 3 of my friends have generators.
Name them.
My boyfriend has a generator.
Okay.
I think it's because he's
You guys not live together?
No, we don't live together.
We should probably move in now. That's
yeah.
step one.
Step 1, move in.
Yeah.
Then I don't have to worry about a fucking generator.
Right, exactly.
You're
Who
right.
else?
My friend Haley has a generator.
Okay.
My friend Olivia has a generator because they live in like Topanga and Malibu, and there's always shit.
That makes
fires
sense.
going,
Yeah, that makes
like,
sense though. That's more of a different precaution, right?
yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I think it is.
Generators are expensive too, dude.
They are super expensive,
Yeah.
especially get the whole house one, which
Oh,
is
the
like
whole house one.
that's like a Texas thing though,
Yeah.
because
My boyfriend is from Texas.
he is
Yeah.
because Texas is not on the grid.
It isn't?
It's the only state in the country that's not on the U.S. grid.
What is it on?
It's on their own grid. That's why it fails all the time.
Oh,
Because they got no backup. Like if Texas experiences like a massive storm, they can't be like, hey, Oklahoma, hey, Louisiana, can you send us some little bit of power? Like, sorry, we're not connected, you guys.
I wonder why they did that because it's such a big state.
Because they're stupid.
We got it.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out. So when you audition, is it mostly self-tapes these days?
I think everyone does only self-tapes
know.
now. That's it. It's just
I
the
know.
new.
Do you like doing a self-tape? It fucks me up.
How so?
Because I want it to be perfect.
Yeah, I think it's a lot of people live that way.
And then it's like it ends up taking a really long time
Yeah, I think that's
for
normal.
a small audition.
That's normal.
You know what I mean?
That's normal.
And I'm like, I want to spend enough time on it that I feel like I tried, but not too
Yeah.
much time on it that I've lost. Like, if I don't get it, I'll be devastated.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't do as much of those anymore just because I feel like there's not a lot of they don't lead to a lot.
Yeah, the self tapes.
Yeah, I don't know. It just depends. Everything depends all the time.
Yeah.
I don't love making them, but sometimes I do. It gives me a sense of accomplishment. You know what I mean?
It's like, oh, I clocked
Like I
in
did
today.
that. I made that. I got to live in a character for a little bit. You know,
But when you make it, who do you make the tape with? Like, who runs lines with you?
a friend of mine who's really good at doing it.
Yeah, I have a friend like
Yeah,
that too.
is he an actor?
Yes, it's
There you
like
go.
anytime I have
It's a little space, a little taping space.
Yeah, he's got it all set up. I just go to his house, we do it, and
Mm-hmm.
but like if he wasn't available, the thought of him not being available and me needing to turn in a tape, I can't even think about
Yeah.
that. That stresses me out.
Yeah, it does suck, but I don't know. What can you do?
There's nothing you can do, I guess. What about commercials? Did you audition for those?
I don't do those anymore.
Those fucking suck.
Yeah, I stopped a long time ago. I'm done.
Yeah, the commercial game.
Yep. No mas.
Yeah, it's dark.
Yeah, I mean, I would do it again, but I wouldn't do it. The whole commercial. Also, certain people aren't good at it.
I think I'm one of them. I've been auditioning for commercials since I was 24. I'm 37.
Really?
I've never booked one. Yeah,
Then
I
I'll
just keep doing it.
Stop doing it.
That's how I feel.
No, you should. Why are you still doing it?
I don't know, and I hate it.
Then don't do it.
Because I'm like, I get this Pizza Hut commercial.
You've never
My
booked.
whole-
You've never done a
I've gotten
commercial ever.
callbacks.
But you've never booked a
No,
commercial.
never book one.
How long you been doing it?
Since I was 24 and I'm 37.
So 13 years.
Yep. It's time to stop. I'm serious. Like, save your time. It's a waste of your time.
No, you're right.
Because there's a thing. Here's how commercial acting works. There's some people who just
are
have.
so good at it.
It's not that they're good at it. It's
have
they
what it-
look. They have this look where they look.
Kevin Christie books a shit ton
Right.
of commercials.
But is Kevin Christie famous? I love Kevin.
No.
But is Kevin famous?
No.
That's why you can't be famous and do commercials, and you can't be. There's certain things that they want because they
Well,
want
what if
you
you
to.
get like your flow? What if I get my flow moment? I'm chasing a flow moment at 37.
I don't know. That's
dark.
different. The flow thing is different because that's like a.
The Pine Sol lady.
That's
from-
like running. That's like winning the lottery or something. You know.
But that goes to your point too.
Yeah.
It's like, what is Flo doing anything else? Flo
No.
is just Flo.
Because she can't, because it's golden handcuffs. It's that thing where there's a lot of people who do tons of commercials, but it's because they have a face. It's like,
charactery.
it's charactery enough, but not distracting. So you're not like, you can't be too beautiful. You can't be too anything. You have to be just enough to be like, oh, that person seems kind of like this vibe right away. And then we think about the product, not about the person.
Have you had some bad commercial auditions in the past?
Yeah, I had a really bad one once years ago.
What was it?
I mean, it's just an old story. It's like over 10 years old. But I was in the waiting room. This is one of the last commercial auditions I ever did. I was in the waiting room, and I was talking to a guy I did my previous commercial with, the last one I ever did before that. And we were talking in the waiting room, just, real quietly.
Okay.
And so the casting associate comes out, and she's talking to someone else in the waiting room, some other dork. And then she says, like, hey, I need to be quiet. And I was like, okay. I'm talking quietly to this
Yeah.
guy. And she was like, guys, I said no talking. And I said to her, I was like, oh, well, this I'm already going off the rails a little bit. But basically, she was talking to someone, and then she told me to not be talking. And I was like, oh, I thought it was okay because you were just talking.
Yeah.
And then this big, tall, dorky guy goes, that's no way to talk to casting.
No.
And I was so pissed off that this guy was like being such a little bitch, and she was being condescending to me. When literally I was talking quieter than she was talking, further away from the door. I threw my sides down the ground. I said, "Fuck this," and I walked out. And I was like, I felt so good because I was like, this is, I just didn't want to be there at all. And that just felt like so good to have an excuse to leave,
Yeah.
And I called my commercial agent up immediately and said, I will never go back to that place ever again. And then they called my commercial agent and said, like, you told casting to fuck off. I'm like, no, I didn't. I didn't say that at all. But whatever, I was just,
Well, some of these casting directors are fucking mean.
Well, I think it's mostly the casting associates that are mean.
They're
The director is usually pretty
tripping
nice.
out,
yeah.
dude. They're like power hungry.
Well, it's because the
Like,
casting.
I don't want to get through it again, so everyone pay attention.
Yeah, it's not a good world. I mean, it's good if it works for you, but
Yeah.
if it doesn't, I don't think you should do it because it's not worth your time.
It's
Because some
not.
people just don't. They don't fit the
I
thing.
don't have what it takes to be a commercial actor.
it's not-
I did the
it's not
fucking
what it takes.
workshop. Did
It's
you
not
do
a-
that one workshop that they make you do?
No,
I did
make you do.
My agent
Oh.
at the time was like, "You got to do a workshop." I was like, "All right, I did the workshop."
Right?
Killian's commercial workshop. You never did that?
No, definitely not.
And every commercial agent I had has been like, "You got to do Killian's commercial workshop." And it's like
Really?
this intensive. Yeah, dude. It's like this Irish guy. He like,
So what you got to do? You got to slate your name, slate your name crazy, like go up there. And I would think I was Scottish, right?
yeah,
don't
but
know.
close enough, dude.
You should just ask someone who books tons of commercials what they do.
I think I'm over it. I mean,
You
the
should.
last one I did, it was like a McDonald's commercial.
What, you did a commercial?
No, a commercial audition.
Don't
The
do it.
last they made me bring hats and sunglasses.
They made you or asked you
They
to?
asked me to.
Did you not? Did you not do
I
it?
did. I brought it.
That's my only tip.
Don't do what they
If they
say.
ever ask you to do something, don't do it.
Really?
Why would you? They don't need to see you in a goddamn.
They needed me. This was what they wanted me to do.
Yeah.
Have a hat and sunglasses, and every time I take off my hat and put on a different pair of hat or sunglasses, I'm a different character, and I'm ordering a different thing from the window. So I'd have on a
Yeah.
hat. I'd be like, "Can I get a cheeseburger?" I'd take off the hat. Guess what? A bitch is ordering a McFlurry now because I have on a sideways hat. Different person. That's what it was, and I felt mentally ill after I left with
Don't-
all my fucking props.
Stop doing it.
And then you see all
You'll
the
be
different
happier.
versions of yourself. That trips me out too. I'm like, I'm
Yeah.
not the same type as this ugly bitch.
But you are.
I know,
Technically.
and it's harsh.
Stop doing it. Save the time. You'll be
okay.
happier. You have more time. You don't
To
have to think about it
garden.
anymore because it's just not like, certain. Some people just you can't make them like you. You ever have like a show you want to be booked on for years and years? Like they won't book me. Why won't this person book me?
Yeah,
And it's like they're not going to book you. They
And you-
just don't like you, and
I
that's
know.
fine. Some people just don't like certain people.
but that's a hard pill to swallow at times.
Yeah, I
For
think it
me.
can be, but at some point you have to just
Accept it.
not even swallow it. Just be like, it doesn't exist because who cares?
Yeah.
It's such a waste of time.
Does that
to try
happen
to
with
make-
you with stand-up shows that you want
Oh
to
my
do?
god, that's why I'm saying that.
Yeah.
There's people who are friends of mine, people I've known for years. Like he's never asked me to do a show. Why is that? It's like, well, who cares? What can I do?
It can make me crazy.
Yeah, I mean, it made me crazy for a little bit, but I have to realize it can't make you crazy. Otherwise, it makes you crazy, and that's like a detriment to
Yeah.
your life and what you want to do and everything. It's such a waste of time to give a shit about. Like, it's such like, you know what it is? It's towny bullshit. You ever heard that phrase?
Yeah.
I think about that all the time. I remember did some show like in Middle America, and there's some guy who hosted the show, ran the show. It was me and my friend Josh. We were on tour. We did we do like co-headlining stuff. They have like tons of people going up ahead of time. All these spots. It's at a bar. It's like a little venue, not a special place. But our friend who also lived in the town, he used to live in L.A. We wanted him to do a spot too. And this guy sends us this long ass message like, well, the thing that happened with him was he said something once and it was like, what are you fucking talking about? This is such towny bullshit. Like nobody knows, nobody cares about what happened
Like
at
high
fucking,
school drama.
at Ding Dong Bar in Missouri, Oklahoma. It's like nobody gives a shit at all. No
Just
one
give
cares.
him 5 minutes, dude.
Yeah, it's like I want to be like, okay, that's fine, but he's doing a spot because it's our show. It's like fuck
Right.
you. Shit's so stupid and boring and dumb. It's like everyone gets so myopic about their life and think like, oh, this is so important when none of it's important at all. It's all just trash.
It's so true. And you're like, what? If you don't get the $50, I think you're going to be okay.
Everything about it.
You know what I mean? It's like, it'll be a spot that literally pays $50. People are like, I don't understand why I'm not doing that show. Yeah, it's like, just start your own show.
Exactly. Just do
Yeah.
your own thing. So you have that to think about. Otherwise, you become consumed with all this.
About what you don't have.
Oh, it's such a trap.
Yeah. Do you write like scripts and stuff too?
Yeah.
Cool. Like features?
Yeah.
Or- yeah.
Yes.
Features?
I have. Yeah. I'm trying to finish one right now. It's hard as hell. It's the
hard
hardest
as
thing
hell.
ever.
Yeah, I wrote a feature with Kim Congdon. It took us forever.
You guys gonna make it?
We're trying. We have it written.
Just get it financed.
Yeah, I know.
You can make a movie for nothing now.
I know.
You really can.
Especially you can make a comedy for
Yeah.
a smaller budget than another type of film. But yeah.
And there's so many bad movies. It's like
That's what pisses me off though.
that's good.
There's so many bad movies. And
Yeah.
you're like, wait, I don't understand how this movie got made.
I think everything gets made by accident and sheer force of will by
And luck.
one or two people.
Like divine timing.
Yeah, also just like it takes one person who's just super bullish, and then it's also just like I don't know. They always make stuff because no one has any taste. It's everything. Everything sucks. Almost everything is bad.
If the right person is kind of pushing it
Yeah.
too, it helps.
That can help. That can help.
Like, do you have a name you can attach to it? One of those situations.
Yeah, but that's why this is always people are always trying to get stuff made when you can definitely make it you can always make something yourself.
Yeah, it's true.
Just it's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah, it's a ton. It's the most work.
Yeah. And then also when you get notes on something,
Yeah, but notes are
helpful when they're
Depends who they're-
helpful. But sometimes you got notes that weren't helpful. And then I've had like managers that have given
Yeah.
me notes and then I applied the notes and then I'm like, this ruins the entire story and this is why. And then I had to go back and unapply the notes, which fucking pissed me off.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think the best notes you can get is have someone who's kind of, I don't want to say this wrong, but someone who's like a little bit stupid. You want to
yeah, no, you're right though.
because there's stuff that they will be like, so how come this guy is how come he doesn't know his mom's name? It's like that's not his mom. And it's like if that person thought that was
Was
the
his
case,
mom.
that means that other people are
It's
going to
not
think
clear.
that. You have to make it abundantly clear about certain things. So sometimes I think the dumbest people are that have the best notes because they're like yeah, I mean not like dumb, you know what I mean? Like
I
someone
like
who's
how
like
after,
a little
after
bit.
this podcast, you're like, actually, can you give me notes
Yeah,
on
can you read this?
Listen, bitch, can you give me notes on my script?
Yeah, please, can you?
It's so funny.
It's actually a really good tip.
It is.
Yeah.
I think it's good, but also, I haven't really applied that yet. But people write. I've read some first drafts of scripts that are so terribly written in terms of like punctuation. Seems like
that stuff, I'm like, I can't
Spelling.
get past it.
yeah.
I'm really like, I'm super OCD about like apostrophes and shit.
Well, you gotta get it. You gotta let it go. Or you know what you gotta do? You gotta let it dough.
What do you mean, let it go?
Let it dough. You know that little girl who sang that song,
Let it go?
but she sang it like this: "Let it dough, let it," because she's like a 3-year-old. So I always think "let it dough" because that's even like it's like letting go of even saying the word right.
Let it dough.
Just let it dough.
I actually really like that.
Someone's gonna say, "You mean let it go?" It's like, well, I don't know.
No, let it dough,
Let
man.
it dough. Just let it dough. Let it dough.
Is that what you're going to tell yourself after the car? Let
I
it
have
dough?
to. I mean, I really don't care. It's more just that I literally just got it fixed like 2 weeks ago.
That fucking sucks.
Trucks
Was
are the
it the
worst.
same spot too?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much the same spot. The same parts are gonna have to be replaced. Like I know them now. The fucking collision place.
How long have you had a truck?
Couple years.
You're done with the truck.
I love it, but it's just not. It's so hard to drive. It's so hard to park it. It's so hard to park.
My boyfriend has a truck and it scares me.
Is it a big truck?
Yeah, it's a big ass truck.
What is it, an F-150?
Yeah.
Shit, it's an F-150?
Yeah.
It's too big.
It's so big.
It's way too big for...
I can't even get in it. Like, I gotta jump up to get into the car. I need a little step stool or some shit.
They make those.
A truck step stool?
Oh, they make a little rung to step into.
I need that.
Because most guys who drive big trucks are
small.
shorties.
I
Yeah,
have a step stool in my fucking kitchen, though. I can't reach anything.
that's okay. I have a step stool in my kitchen.
Do you? That makes me feel better.
But it's
You're
not for
married,
me.
right?
Yeah, it's my wife's step stool.
How long have you been married?
I think about 6 years. Yeah.
Where did you guys meet?
At a comedy show.
Were you performing and she was an audience member?
Of course. Yeah, only way.
Yeah, that's true.
That way, it's
If you're-
out of the way from the get go.
Yeah, if you're a man, that makes sense. I feel like it's hard to meet guys if you perform on stage as a woman.
I
They're
think
like,
it's probably-
I got this
Oh my
little loud
God.
lady.
It's impossible. I can't
Yeah.
even imagine. It feels like such a bad dynamic that like
It's true.
yeah, because men are so terrible. Men are just like, oh, you're funny, okay.
She's a little loud.
Yeah.
She has a little too many opinions.
You have to date like a hockey player,
A hockey player.
someone who's really dumb. You know what I mean? Someone who's like just like needs help with everything but hockey.
A hockey player.
They're the dumbest. They are the
I
dumbest.
don't know any hockey players.
It's because we live in Los Angeles.
Yeah. Are you into hockey?
I do like it. Yeah,
Josh Potter loves hockey. He's always trying to watch
he's
hockey.
a sportsman.
He is a sportsman.
Yeah.
Are you into sports like that?
Not like him. I liked NFL a lot. And I just got into NFL a few years ago, and I got into hockey like 2 years ago. I only watch playoff hockey, so.
Got
But I do love it. I think playoff hockey is probably one of the greatest forms of live entertainment that exists.
It's fun to watch. It's like when
Yeah.
you're watching it, it's hard to not be engaged.
Yeah,
I
'cause
feel
it's
the
just
same
so-
about basketball though too.
Yes,
because it
okay.
moves fast.
Basketball is fun, but I feel like hockey is just so primitive. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Basketball is like they're suave and all this stuff like that, where hockey's like, these guys are so stupid. And fighting is a part of the game. There's guys who don't have teeth, who are missing their teeth, and they're just like, yeah, why get it fixed? It's just going to come out again. It's like with my truck,
Dude,
you know?
Speaking of people without any teeth, I went to Six Flags.
Yeah.
The people that go to Six Flags, a lot of them don't have
I'm
teeth.
surprised you didn't get stabbed.
I'm surprised too.
Six
My
Flags
boyfriend's
is-
mom got him.
Six Flags is nasty.
No, I don't like Six Flags either.
Six Flags is sucio. Muy sucio.
Is that dirty?
Yes.
No está bien.
No está bien.
Sucio.
Sucio.
Do you like amusement parks?
Cochino. I don't like them, no. I don't know. I like Disneyland used to
I
be
like.
cool.
See, I fucking like Disneyland.
It used
too.
to be great, though, but now it's so busy all the time. It's
But that
so
one
busy.
is that one is the best.
Yeah.
You know, Disney adults get a bad rap because there are people that take it too fucking far.
Going to Disney and liking Disney is not the same as being a Disney adult.
Yeah, you're
That
right.
is absolutely not the same. You can go.
I like that we're making this.
Yeah.
I don't
Distinction.
know. Distinction.
I mean, it's
that's the
definitely a
word.
distinction. Disney
Yeah.
adult is a whole thing. Disney adults are proud of what they are.
Yeah.
So if you're like, I went to Disneyland and I liked it, you're not a Disney adult.
Okay. That does make
Yeah.
me feel better.
If you go someplace, yeah, whatever. I mean, it's fun. It can be really fun. I've had a lot of fun there.
I've had a lot of fun there too.
Yeah, especially what's it called? What's the best ride?
I mean, depends. Space Mountain.
Space Mountain. I went there once, and Space Mountain was like empty. I got to go on it 3 times in like an hour.
I went to
That was
college in
fun.
Orange County, so I would ride.
what's
I
up?
had a season pass. And
Where
I-
in Orange County?
Chapman.
Chapman. Okay, that's pretty close to Anaheim.
Yeah, Chapman was an intense school. It was like a lot of blonde bitches that would just
Yeah.
go to rehab, come back, go
Really?
go get nose jobs, come back. Yeah,
Jeez,
yeah.
that's nuts.
Like a lot of dumb bitches, and then their parents donated a whole wing to the school,
yeah.
so that's how they were able to go there. And then they would disappear for 6 months, come back, be 3 sizes
6
smaller.
months.
Yeah, rehab, sweetie.
That's a long time.
I know, and then she'd come
Not
back
6
with
weeks.
no, like 6 months. Like she'd be gone for half of the year, and then come back in the
Jeez.
fall, and she'd have a new nose.
Well,
It was crazy.
she must have gotten in an accident.
Yeah.
She got in a nose accident.
An accident.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Let's-
Did you go to college?
yeah.
Where'd you go?
Went to Florida State University.
How was it?
It was, it's a school.
Were you like in a fraternity?
What do you think?
I don't think so.
Was not.
What was your major?
Communications
Same.
and English.
Oh, and English. Double major?
No, I mean it's like. No, it was not a double major. No.
So communications?
Yeah,
A minor in English?
yeah, that's what it was.
I minored in organizational leadership. I don't even know what that is.
Sounds like doing like a housework,
Yeah. if somebody needs
Yeah.
me to organize.
like pantry work.
Yeah. Look, I stopped by the container
Organizational-
store.
Yeah.
Just being abroad.
Just
Communications
being-
is a bullshit. Communications is, do you do drugs and drink? That's what communications is.
Yeah. And
It's
can you
the-
kind of write? You can kind of write.
Maybe. Yeah. I did a lot of nothing there
You
for
did?
sure. I mean, I don't know. I did okay. I did fine.
Did you like to party? That's a big party school, right?
Yeah, definitely.
FSU. Do they have a good football team? I feel like they do.
The best. They were the national champions the first year I was there and the last year I was there.
Oh, shit.
So pretty good. Pretty damn good.
Yeah, we didn't have like a good football team or anything.
No, I don't think you have one at all, do you? Chapman?
We do.
But
They
that's
do.
like a private art school, right?
It's a private school, yeah.
Yeah.
They have a really good film school. I didn't go to the film school though.
Same with Florida State.
Do they? Did you go? Oh, you didn't.
I did not get accepted.
Same. I was like, I'm gonna go
Yeah.
to Chapman for communications, and then I'll transfer into the film school. And then I was like, yeah, fuck it, I'm not
Me too.
transferring into the film school.
But
too.
nobody who I know who went to film school at Florida State is making films, so
But the people that went to Chapman. are-
gotcha.
Yeah, that's true.
Gotcha.
Nice try, Florida State.
Yeah. They don't support me at all. They don't claim me.
They send me Chapman sends me things asking me to donate.
They did that for a while for me.
I'm like, I'm still paying off your fucking school, you
Really?
assholes. No, it's paid off, but still.
Damn.
But like, no.
The gall.
No one's asking to see your diploma. I kind of wish that people would.
Yeah, there's an Onion article from so many years ago. It was like checks for degree scam busted.
That's funny.
Basically, you're paying for a degree. It's a scam. It's 100% a scam.
It is a scam.
Yeah. It's such a great scam, though. What a beautiful scam.
I know. But if you had kids, would you tell them to go to college?
I wouldn't tell them. I would say, you know what the whole point of college is who you meet. It's about being smart enough to get into a good enough school so you can meet people who have like legacy institutions under their name. If you go to like NYU, or if you go to like USC, you go to those big schools, the people you're going to school with are like, oh yeah, my dad, he's been a writer for the New Yorker, or like my mom is part of this foundation that has been around for 3 generations. They're like deep amounts of wealth that have that can help. It's all about meeting people. It's not about learning it. You learn stuff, but you really learn about how to get along with people and negotiate and be with people and have friends that are like can help you out and you help them.
There were some crazy situations at Chapman. There was this bitch, her family was so rich because her grandpa invented the frozen burrito.
What?
Some like crazy stuff like that. And then a guy whose grandpa invented Jelly Belly. And a guy
Wow.
whose grandpa invented Sub-Zero fridge.
That's very
Really specific
Yeah.
and like odd.
That's wealth.
That is wealth. The Jelly Belly Empire.
So do you know them at all? You stay in touch?
One of them, but not like well enough to... I
Not
don't really
welly?
stay in touch with anyone from college
Yeah.
very much.
See?
Do you?
Some people, yeah.
You do. I
Yes,
have
you-
like a couple good friends from college. That's it.
Yeah, I have a couple good friends.
Did you have any weird roommates in college?
Weird? No.
No?
No.
I had some fucking weird roommates.
Like what happened?
Well, this one bitch, she was from Seattle.
This bitch?
This bitch, she was from Seattle.
This bitch.
This
bitch.
bitch. Yeah, she had
From Seattle.
a Kurt
This-
Cobain poster
Mm-hmm.
and a Tinkerbell poster together
Okay.
on the same wall. So, she had a split personality kind of. She took my underwear and was wearing it around.
You mean she was wearing nothing but your underwear?
Yes.
The bottom or the top?
Bottom.
Okay.
And it was definitely my underwear because it was these underwear that my mom got me for Valentine's Day, and there was a Cupid on them.
Okay.
She
She's
didn't-
walking around
She was walking around
In
in,
the-
my underwear
on the campus or in the
in
room?
the dorm room in my underwear, and I was so shook. I didn't say anything because I was like,
This is not that crazy.
"It isn't."
I mean-
would you wear someone else's underwear?
I mean, I would if I needed to, or I don't know.
But would you boldly wear them in front of the person whose underwear you were
maybe
wearing?
for fun.
Yeah, but
What did she say when you
she
saw
didn't
them?
say anything. She acted like they were her fucking underwear.
Where is she now?
Who knows?
Maybe she was having like a bipolar episode.
Well, maybe. I had a dorm room with 3 people, so it was me and 2 other girls. Did you ever have that?
I was in a solo dorm my first year, and then I had roommates in an apartment,
Okay.
but I didn't share a room, no.
Yeah, sharing one room with 2 bitches was a
Oh,
nightmare.
but it smelled great in there.
It's fucking disgusting.
Yeah.
And then my one would always like microwave hamburgers that she would get.
Ooh,
I don't need you microwaving a beef patty.
at least it's not fish.
That's true.
A guy at work years ago microwaved some fish, and the whole floor of the building was like, this is a biohazard.
No.
He got in trouble. It's like, D, you can't do that. You just can't do that anymore. It's some fish he caught like on a fishing trip in Alabama.
No.
Yeah.
Microwaving like a red snapper in the microwave.
I don't know what it was. It was microwaving like a fish, like a lake fish.
That's disgusting.
Heinous, just heinous.
I brought tuna fish into a movie theater once. That's
Like
bad.
just a can?
No, like we went
Made a
out
sandwich?
to eat, and then I got it to go, and then I brought it into
You got tuna at a restaurant?
I got tuna at a restaurant.
Like what kind? Like tuna, like
salad.
Like
I got tuna salad.
Like a salad, like a bowl.
Like a bowl.
Right.
And then I had leftover tuna salad, so I brought it to the movie theater,
Mm-hmm.
and my boyfriend at the time was looking at me like I was a fucking serial killer, and I think about it often.
How much longer did that relationship
Not
last?
much longer. I think the
sounds
tuna
like-
fish in the theater was the last straw for him. And like rightfully so.
Yeah, it's pretty nasty.
You know, I'm self-aware enough to know better now. He was like, "You're bringing the tuna fish into the movie theater," and
Mm-hmm.
I was like, "Yes."
I like bringing in weird food in movie theaters, though.
Like what?
I don't know. Maybe some chicken tikka.
That's fucking weird.
Yeah, if it requires a fork, you shouldn't bring it.
Yeah, no.
Mm-hmm.
It's finger-only food, I think.
Yep. Finger food.
Chicken tenders,
Chick tenders are good.
popcorn. That's about it. Hot
Burrito.
dog.
Burritos. Hot dog.
A burrito could be risky.
I've done it. I risked it all.
You did?
Mm-hmm. I risked it. I did risk.
A good risk. A burrito in a theater. Chinese food, crazy. That would be crazy.
Yeah. I mean, anything you wouldn't bring on a plane, too.
There are some people that do bring crazy shit on a plane, though.
There's people that do everything on a plane. Did you ever notice that anytime there's a news thing about a plane, anytime, it's United?
That is true.
Like anytime something fucked up happens or something like super cringy happens or like
the last time I flew
always
United, my
United.
flight got delayed and I missed my connecting flight. Do you fly United ever?
I will never fly United.
Have you flown it?
I have
Did
once.
you have a bad experience?
I did years ago, and now I'm just like I will never. It's like the Greyhound of the skies.
No, there's this one.
It's terrible.
There's this one company that's even worse. It's
What's
called
that?
Avuelo.
But
You've
that's
probably
like
never
super
even.
budget though. That's
It's super budget. I flew to Humboldt on Avuelo from Burbank.
But that's different though because it's
There's
so
a
cheap.
man that was flying with his fish tank.
No,
he had
wasn't.
his fish. Swear to God, he had his fish in a styrofoam cooler, live fish. He put the fish through TSA. I was like, this is not happening. And then we sat down on the plane, and guess who I'm sitting next to? Fucking fish guy.
I'm sorry, but that's really cool.
And he put the fish in the overhead fucking compartment. I didn't even know you could fly with live fish.
I want to research this now because that sounds like it's not allowed. But
At Avuelo, you can fly with fish.
That's
That
so
should be
cool.
their tagline.
fish fly
But like, leave your fish
Live
at home,
fish.
brother.
live. Maybe they were eating fish.
No, he was bringing them home. He was going home for like spring break, and he didn't want to leave his fish on campus, so he was flying home with them.
You talked to him.
Yes,
What else did he say?
that's what he said. And
You
then,
didn't have
and
more
then
of a
he had a book.
conversation?
No, because I didn't really want to talk to him after I knew he was flying with his live fish. And then he had a book on fish. He was like a fish.
I think I would be the opposite. I'd be like, this guy's not gonna take a nap at all.
I got
I'm gonna
questions
talk
for
to him.
him.
Talk to him. Yeah.
And he had a
mean-
lot of them too. And it
How
was,
many?
Like probably like 12. He had like sea slugs.
Well, you
and
must have
stuff
saw them inside the
inside the cooler.
with styrofoam.
It was styrofoam. I said, how many fish you had? He said, about 12. I have sea slugs in there
Wow.
too. I took a picture of it at one point. I would post it on my Twitter because
Yeah.
it said in Sharpie marker on the cooler, live fish.
That's cool.
That's
like
insane.
this guy.
That's insane.
I think that's. I'm sorry, but I think that's great.
What about
It's good. It's so much better than like.
a cat? Flying with a cat?
I don't mind the cats. I mean, you almost never even hear them.
You like a
Till
cat?
I don't love cats.
Me either.
Sarah hates cats.
Really?
I know. Sorry, Lee. I know you have a cat.
I used to hate
I
them.
have 2 cats.
Now I like them.
Sorry. Cats are just not really my speed.
You have a dog?
I had a dog. Okay, so I was in this. This is
You like dogs?
Yes, I love dogs. But I lived in Topanga Canyon.
Right. That was a while ago. A couple years ago.
A
Yeah.
couple years ago, and I was in a dog share for a minute.
What is that?
It's like my landlord's got a puppy, and I lived in the guest house, and
Mm-hmm. Right.
it was the pandemic, and they're like, "You want to like share the dog?" And I was like, "Yeah."
That's cute though.
And it was really cute and really fun, but very hippie-ish. And like, how does that work long term?
I mean, it's also them
Because I
saying
moved out.
hey, do you want to help us take care of this dog? That's what they're saying,
that's
right?
what they're saying. Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
But also, they're probably very nice because they know that pandemic. It's like you
I needed the love of an animal.
Yeah,
dude.
the shelters were empty at the beginning of the pandemic because people were getting the dogs out because they were like, gotta have this dog. I gotta have
Gotta
something.
have something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have a dog now?
I do.
What kind?
We got a golden retriever.
A golden retriever is a great dog.
This dog is the sweetest dog alive.
Yeah.
She's tiny too.
Really? What's her name?
Her name's Yogurt.
Yogurt?
Yeah.
That's a good name.
She's wonderful. She's very nice. She's like so great. It's
How'd you come up
unbelievable.
with yogurt?
My wife pitched it and I said yes.
Yes.
Actually, I wanted to be. It was Go-Gurt for a day.
Go-Gurt's fun.
Go-Gurt's fun, but it's also like
It's hard to take her. It's hard to take her seriously.
she was like, I can't do Go-Gurt. I'm like, fine, Yogurt, because I don't ever call her Yogurt unless she's
What do you
in
call
trouble.
her? Yog?
Call her Yogi. I call her Goat.
Goat?
Or Godel.
Gurt?
Never call her Gertie. I do call her Yog. Usually Yog.
That's
Yeah.
cute.
She's hyper cute. She's like unbelievably cute in
Does
a
she
weird
sleep
way.
in the bed?
Not yet. She's too young. She's still a puppy.
Oh, she's still a puppy. You
I mean,
just got her?
technically, she's still a puppy. Yeah, she's a year and a half about.
Okay. Is she crate trained?
She is. She's very trained.
That's good.
Yeah, except she loves to eat bark.
It's
Super annoying. It's the only annoying thing she does is eat wood outside.
The dog that I was in dog share with ate the stuffing of. He ate the squeaker and a squeak toy.
Yeah, they do it all the time.
It got stuck in his intestines, and he had to have like a serious like $12,000 surgery. It was,
This is so common. It's almost like
they need to stop putting those in there.
they need to stop letting dogs have those as toys.
I know.
It happens all
and
the time.
the dogs love
Constantly.
those toys.
Yeah, it's so crazy. It seems like they're like a cabal with vets too, because it costs so much money. It costs like what 10,000. You have to have pet insurance now. You have to have it. Have to have it.
Because yeah, it costs like I think $12,000 to get the squeaker out of his intestines.
I mean, that's probably definitely at least that. Yeah.
Yeah, and we didn't know what was wrong with him.
insane.
He wouldn't eat.
Yeah.
It's always bad when a dog doesn't eat. You know, there's something off.
Yep.
But yeah.
As long as they're shitting and eating, it's like they're good.
Yeah. And then there's all kinds of shit you got to get. You got to get, well, because I was living in Topanga, so you have to get rattlesnake shots.
You do? What do you mean rattlesnake
Vaccine.
shots? You do?
The dogs did.
I don't know that even exists.
Rattlesnake vaccine, yeah.
A vaccine for rattlesnakes.
Bites, yeah.
Wow, that's cool. I didn't know that.
You didn't?
No, I had no idea.
Yeah. Because
That's great though, because there's so many rattlesnakes.
Yeah, and it's rattlesnake season, like when it's hot out
Yeah, 'cause they come out to bask.
in the sunlight.
Yeah. I like those snakes though.
You do?
Oh yeah.
You're a snake guy?
I mean, I don't have any snakes, but I
But
like.
would you?
Yeah, I probably
You're into
would.
reptiles?
I don't know if I'd ever have one unless I had someone who could help me take care of it. Because
Yeah.
it's so much work, and it's also you don't get a lot from them.
Yeah. It's so much work for how little they give back.
Yeah,
I think
feeding them mice is-
chameleons are really fucking cute,
yeah.
but they're really hard to take care of, I found out. Ari
Really?
Banas was like, they're one of the hardest reptiles to take care of. They're like high maintenance.
What's Annie Letterman's
Boyfriend's name?
Yeah.
Todd.
Todd?
He's
right.
a big reptile
Todd's
guy.
a big reptile guy.
He loves reptiles.
He's like mega reptile guy.
Yeah, they have a turtle.
Mm-hmm.
A turtle would be awesome.
Turtle's cool. I have a guy on my street who has a turtle
Like a big turtle. that
about
does
this
it.
big, and he takes it out for walks. all the time.
That's insane though.
He's
On a leach or just lets it.
no,
You don't need a leash.
It doesn't go
for
that
a turtle.
fast.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
don't need a leash for a turtle.
And this thing every year it buries itself in the backyard for the winter.
Hibernates.
Yeah, it's so cool.
My grandpa had a turtle that used
Really?
to hibernate like
God,
that.
it's so cool.
And then my weird cousin took it, and we've never seen the turtle since.
Took it.
Yeah, I have
Oh.
a cousin that's off. Do you have any of those?
I don't think so.
Oh, you have all normal cousins?
Well, I don't know. I don't know him that well, so
They're probably off. You just don't know them that
probably
well.
a little off.
Yeah.
Maybe not turtle stealing off. Though.
Turtle stealing is another level off.
Yeah.
Who steals a turtle from their grandpa?
I mean, I don't know. It's not that weird, I guess.
I don't know. It's not your turtle, bitch.
But
I'm jealous. I wanted the turtle.
they just stole it and didn't say anything.
Yeah, they took the turtle.
They took the turtle.
They took the turtle, lied and said the turtle died, but the turtle's alive, and
They
still.
were watching the turtle and they said it died.
And now they still have the turtle.
How do you know?
My mom told me.
Oh,
That's just little family tea
yeah.
from our dysfunction.
Turtle tea.
Turtle tea. They also have exotic birds.
Birds would be
Red
cool too.
flag,
But
though. Too many macaw. If
Yeah.
the animal's gonna outlive you, don't get it. It's not fair.
Too much responsibility too.
And like then if you get an animal that's going to outlive you, then the animal should be allowed to eat you when you die. Is that a hot take?
Yeah, I don't know if it wants to.
Oh.
Do you think it want? I don't think that a bird wants to eat a human or turtles want to eat a human either.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Is that Red Bull empty?
No.
Okay, because it's tilted at a very steep angle.
There's not much left.
You're like, for a while, you're like this with it. You're like,
I was so engaged in turtle talk.
the turtle. I thought I was about to slosh out. The turtle, the turtle is. Can you believe this?
Just full valley.
Just splashing everywhere. You're wasted. It's 9 a.m. right now. Everyone.
It's not.
9 a.m.
It's 2, but which is like 9 a.m. to me.
Is it really?
Yeah, I'm not a morning person. Are you?
Yeah, no. Well, I am, but I'm also. I think there's degrees. I love mornings, but I don't like early morning. Like I have to have early call time. Oof, I feel sick.
Like, what's an early call time to you?
Like 5 a.m. Be there at 5 a.m.
That's fucked up.
It's every call time I had this past season was 5 a.m.
And then when are you wrap by?
Except for 2. It just depends. Sometimes not until 6 or 7 p.m. Maybe 7 or maybe 8, maybe 9, maybe 10.
Whoa.
Sometimes it's like, this is insane. But yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but
Have you taken any acting classes or no?
in life,
Yeah.
a lot of them.
Which ones have you liked that you took?
Different ones.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like a scene study class or...
I've taken probably like
Or
4
like
or 5
improv? Have you
different
taken
classes.
improv?
I took tons of improv when I first started
Where'd you take it?
at UCB
Okay.
and at Groundlings.
I did Groundlings too.
Yeah. I did UCB right away.
Yeah.
The first classes they had, I think, when I first moved here. Mm-hmm. Did Groundlings later.
Groundlings, they lost me with the space work.
What's that?
They're like when you have to pantomime things.
Yeah.
They're really intense about it.
I only took one class. I booked a commercial, so I couldn't do the rest of that class and stuff. So, but it was actually with the teacher too. That was cool.
You booked a commercial with the Groundlings teacher?
He was in the same campaign as me. Yeah.
That is really cool.
So I was about to be in trouble for missing more than 3 classes, but he was like, "Well, I guess you're okay."
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, because I remember they'd be like, okay, so you have the jar, then you got to put the lid back on the jar. And then where'd the jar go? You got to put it back on the shelf. And I'm like, but if it was a real thing, I would have a jar. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I suppose
So I
it's
get
like,
lost in the miming.
That's kind of like a child being like, "Why would I need to learn to use math? Because I got a calculator."
Yeah,
It's like, you just got to learn it, and then you can use a calculator.
I guess.
I don't think it's bad. I mean, all that stuff, everything helps a little bit, right?
Yeah, no, makes sense.
Why are you asking about acting classes?
Just wondering, because I know you act a lot. And I
Isn't
used to...
stand-up acting, though?
Yeah. I used to do acting classes, too, before I did stand-up. And now I don't. And I was just thinking, like, do I want to do them again?
Someone here in the green room once asked me, "Hey, so you do acting, right?" I was like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
It's like, you do that, right? You do acting?
Yeah.
You do acting stuff? I was like,
Well, I did ask you if you do that acting thing.
yeah. It was very funny how he asked it. I think then he also said something like, "Yeah, I'm thinking about doing that."
Well, because it's weird because I feel like it used to be, and it still is, like acting. If you're a performer, you're a performer, right? But then there was this period of time where people would be like, I don't want to act. I just want to focus on stand-up. And like they became really
I think
like,
that's still the case.
yeah. And I think that why limit yourself when you can perform in any way?
Yeah, but some people are terrible at acting,
That's true.
and some people who are terrible at stand-up. Mm-hmm. Sometimes there just isn't a common ground, right?
Yeah, that's true.
But also sometimes the type of stand-up they do doesn't lend itself
to acting.
being an actor. And sometimes the type of acting someone does lend itself to doing stand. I don't know,
Yeah.
It's like,
Sometimes it's just not for everyone.
yeah, it's not. But it's like, I don't know, it's all over the place. There's no like golden rule or anything,
Yeah. Yeah. I took
Also, my stand-up is like not very, I don't think it's very traditional. I have I have hard times with stand-up sometimes because the environment doesn't suit me in terms of like what I want to do. Mm-hmm. But some people don't, because the way they do stand-up is very much like, it's very driven by their voice and their personality is like so forward that they don't have to establish anything because their personality is so established instantly that that is why they're so good at stand-up. But then it's also conversely why I think they would not be good at acting, because you have this personality that you don't know how to put away. Because I mean, I don't like being me. I really don't like it. I don't enjoy it. But a lot of stand-ups are like, they can't help but be themselves.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, and I think sometimes that can be conducive to some acting performances and not for others.
Well, because with stand-up, if you're being yourself and you feel like it doesn't go well, then it hurts so much more than than if you're playing the part of something else and they don't like the way that you're becoming that character.
Yeah.
Because I don't know.
But also it's easier to be in the moment when you are yourself, or the personality that is yourself, because you're basically playing a character of you, and you start to live that character.
Right.
And so you always have something to say.
Right.
Whereas if you're playing a character and when you're acting in something, that character always has an answer. But maybe have you ever seen like an interview with like Robert Pattinson?
I used to watch like Inside the Actors Studio, but I haven't seen an interview with
Robert Pattinson. I love him. I think he's a brilliant actor.
Yeah,
brilliant actor. In interviews, he's very he's kind of boring. He seems like he doesn't have much of a personality. Like he seems kind of like a flat personality.
Like an empty slate, and then he just like takes on whatever he becomes.
Yeah, and I think that's why he's so great. It's because of that. And I think that's the case with a lot of people. They just they don't really have a lot. Not they're not stupid,
right?
But you know what I mean? They just don't. They don't. Their personality doesn't really. It's always subservient to something else, and so because they do a lot of viewing, a lot of like watching and looking and observing, as opposed to speaking, because you can't listen when you're talking. You know. Mm-hmm. That's what I think the main difference between stand up and acting is like when you're doing stand up, even to call it stand up is so like it's such like a trade. You know what I mean? It's like a thing where it's like you're doing a thing. Sometimes you're performing to people who are eating chicken fingers, you know? It's just not, this is not an art form. It really isn't.
Yeah.
It can be.
It can
but
be.
It's not, it's got like a sliding scale. It's not really an art form if you can get in trouble from someone, you know what I mean? If you can I don't know, you know what I'm saying? It's just like a thing where you have to, your voice is so forward and you're like speaking from this place of authority. Mm-hmm. That's what I think a big distinction is a lot of times stand-up is you're higher than the audience. You're looking down upon them. They're looking up to you. You're speaking from a place of authority, from a place of personality. But when you go to the theater, the audience is above the theater and you're looking down upon the actors because you're viewing the acting. You're viewing something. You're viewing a performance that's being exhibited. And you're viewing it in the silence and everything you're seeing. You're watching it because it's there to be seen. And you can't eat chicken fingers in the theater because to eat chicken fingers means you have to just take your attention away from what you're watching.
But you could eat tuna salad.
Yeah, maybe some tuna salad.
Maybe heat up some fish.
Maybe some tuna salad in like a fucking Go-Gurt tube.
I know,
a little tube of tuna salad.
That is so gross. Okay,
but it's kind of good.
The thought of just shooting tuna salad into your mouth and in a tube.
If it was really good tuna salad, pre-made.
But really cold.
Nice and cold.
It can't be a lukewarm tuna salad in a tube.
That's a health hazard.
That is. I mean, just the thought of tuna in a tube is a no for me, though.
I like how we went from me pontificating about like
acting, the art form of acting,
like the
deep conversation
about viewership and like the way people view performance to tuna in a tube.
And that's what we'll end on.
Tube tuna.
Tube tuna. Thank you for coming on my podcast.
Thanks for having me be here.
Where can people find you?
You go to johnnypemberton.dog. That's got all my dates.
Dog.
All my I lost my name, so .dog is where all the ticket links are. I'll be in Oklahoma. I'll be in Missouri. I'll be in like some places. It's all there.
It's all there.
It's all there. You can go to Instagram too. It's my name. If you can't find it, then
we'll link to it. It'll make it easy to find.
You can also That's the best stuff, I guess. You go to TikTok. It's the same. My name's on TikTok. You can link to it.
Okay, we'll link to all
Check
of
it
your,
out.
We'll link to all your
View,
socials.
view,
Yeah,
subscribe.
like, view, subscribe. Do all the things.
Subscribe, like, view, subscribe.
Like, view, subscribe. Support Johnny Pemberton. Go see him live.
Like, share, subscribe.
Like, share, subscribe. And guys, I am coming to Fort Worth. I will be in Fort Worth July 25th, July 26th. I will be in Houston July 27th. I will be in Pottstown, Pennsylvania.
Yes, Pottstown.
August 23rd
Yes.
at Soul Joel's. And then August 24th, I'll be at the Stress Factory in Jersey and Cap City in Austin in November. Get tickets.
Yes, get those tickets. Also,
Like.
make sure you hit the bell.
Hit the bell. Hit the bell.
Get those notifications, dog.
That's right. Hit that bell. All right. Thanks, guys. We'll see you next week. Bye.